The Bizarre Doctor Hormone. During the golden age of comics, roughly from 1938 to 1956, the world saw a parade of superheroes and supervillains who embodied the hopes, fears, and sometimes the downright eccentric tastes of a nation at war and in recovery. But even among the outlandish, few could match the weirdness of Doctor Hormone, a character so bizarre that he seems almost like a fever dream. First appearing in Popular Comics number 54 in 1940, Doctor Hormone was the brainchild of cartoonist Bob Bug, and he brought with him a blend of pulp science fiction and madcap adventure that pushed the boundaries of what comic book creators thought possible. Dr. Hormone was no dashing young crusader, he was an elderly scientist whose own experiments had de-aged him, and who had unlocked the secret to artificially controlling the aging process in others. Dr. Hormone's adventures were as wild as his name. Early in his career, he was targeted by spies seeking his miraculous youth serum. In one of his most notorious stories, Nazis attempted to steal his secret formula to use it for their own nefarious purposes. In response, Dr. Hormone created an artificial granddaughter named Jane, essentially a young woman he engineered in his lab to act as both his companion and sidekick. Together, Dr. Hormone and Jane took on the Axis powers, using age manipulation to foil plots, transform enemies into helpless infants or decrepit elders, and save the day in spectacularly odd fashion. Sometimes, the stories ventured into the surreal, like when Dr. Hormone turned an entire Nazi battalion into feeble old men, leaving them unable to fight. What makes Dr. Hormone's stories so fascinating is how they reflect both the anxieties and the optimism of the early 1940s. The idea of manipulating age, of taking control over life's natural course, spoke to a public obsessed with the promise and peril of science. Age was both a symbol of wisdom and a curse of frailty, and Dr. Hormone's ability to bestow or revoke it made him a living embodiment of the year's conflicted relationship with technological progress. The Nazis, as ultimate villains of the time, were rendered foolish and powerless not by brute strength, but by the strange alchemy of Dr. Hormone's scientific genius. Meanwhile, Jane, his granddaughter and creation, embodied a new hope, a future generation literally built by the old to fight the world's evil. Though Dr. Hormone's run was brief, his last appearance came in 1942, he stands as a testament to the wild creativity and boundless imagination of the golden age of comics. His stories are a reminder that comics have always been a space for experimentation, for exploring the limits of the possible and the plausible. The Doctor may be long gone, but his legacy lives on in the odd, the imaginative, and the unforgettable characters that continue to populate comic book pages. Brought to you by Victory Age Comics. Reviving forgotten heroes, one panel at a time.